Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm going to be doing a first impression type of video on 4 fragrances that I picked up. Actually 5, because I'm going to update you on the KERATIN Yum Pistachio Gelato, kind of update you guys on how it's been going with that one. All of the ones that I'm going to be talking about today are travel size, and this is not a full review because I have not used some of these enough to be able to give my opinions on them that way, but I kind of already know the ones that I'm really gonna love, the ones that I might get a full-size bottle of, all of that. So yeah, let's go ahead and let's hang out together. Let's have some girl time. So let's jump right into these fragrances. So the first one that I'm going to talk to you guys about is one that as soon as I saw the bottle, I was like hypnotized, but I was good and I got the travel size. So this is by Ellis Brooklyn and this is Florist. Here is the travel size packaging. And this one, let me look up the notes for this one. I was kind of like nervous about this one because you guys know I'm not really a floral girl. I do like florals, but they have to be done a certain way where they're not heady, they're not sharp, so that I won't get a headache from them. All right, so the main accords for Florist are white floral, citrus, fruity, amber, tuberose, and fresh. The notes for this fragrance, the top notes are bergamot, pear, lily of the valley, and lemon. Middle notes are gardenia, tuberose, honeysuckle, jasmine sunback, and the base notes are ambroxan, Virginia cedar, and Australian sandalwood. So the middle of this fragrance is like my worst nightmare pretty much. But the opening is so nice and bright and fresh and like juicy, and then it dries down into like a woody. The ambroxan really helps it to be like a little, how do I explain it? Every time that I try to explain that type of fragrance is hard for me, like a thin, airy type of fragrance. So it really just softens up the florals. So I did spray it here on this tester strip. I'm really liking this. And I really pick up on the gardenia, which you guys know I really don't like that floral. But somehow in this fragrance is so beautiful. It is like the most girly, feminine, floral, yet fun and flirty. I don't feel like it's a serious floral or like a sexy floral. I feel like it's more of a fresh, flirty floral. And this is something that I would definitely, if I was that type of girl who went on like brunch dates with my girlfriends or things like that, which I told you guys I don't do that. If I was doing those things, this is something that I would wear. It is so feminine and so beautiful. When I finish this travel size, I think I'm going to pick up a full size of this one. Not only because of the scent, I love the bottle. I get sucked into the packaging as well. This is just so feminine, so beautiful. It's juicy, it's citrusy, so it really helps if you're not a girl who loves florals. I would say to try out a travel size of this, or maybe even a sample if you could get your hands on a sample size, because even though the florals are the star of the show and it is a white floral, the notes that they blended with this fragrance, they did a great job because it's so doable. I did wear it once, I believe. Right now it is like up to here. So I did wear it one time. I'm not really going to get into the whole longevity. I feel like longevity is very personal as well. Something that might not last on me might last a long time on someone else. And many times the fragrances that last super long on me, a lot of people complain that they don't last on them. So the only way that I will comment on longevity is if it literally like disappears from my skin in like less than an hour, which some fragrances have done before. But this one I would say has moderate longevity, and I feel like it could be long lasting for many people because white florals tend to stick around a little bit more. And the dry down of this is beautiful because those woody notes really start coming through, and it's just a very nice fragrance. It's nothing like out of this world. It's nothing super unique, but it's really nice. It's very feminine and just beautiful. And the florals in here also feel very realistic. I almost feel like I smell like the green of the florals. Like it's the stem and the leaves and just like that very, like what true flowers smell like. It's not just the petals of the flower. It is the entire flower. It's so pretty. I really like it. It's super fresh and perfect for spring and summer. If anything, I think I would like this one mainly for spring because it just brings all of the spring vibes. It's very bright, beautiful. You can wear this every day. Definitely like a spring and summer scent. So that is Ellis Brooklyn Florist. If you guys want me to do like a dedicated review on any of the ones that I'm going to talk about today, you can definitely let me know, and I can do that for you guys after I wear it some more. I can give you like an update. But that was Ellis Brooklyn Florist, and we're going to move on to one that I fell in love with. I think I want to get a full-size bottle like ASAP. Like, I don't know if I could wait because I wore this fragrance. I even got compliments from my kids, from my 6-year-old. I think it's really sweet when they compliment me because if a kid likes it, I feel like it's not offensive at all because kids are a little bit more picky, you know, with like strong scents. This next one is by the 7 Virtues, and this is Coconut Sun. This is gorgeous. So here is the travel size, and here is the beautiful packaging for the travel size. Gorgeous. I love it so much. And I took this with me last weekend. We always, like once a month, we take a trip to the west side of the island, or the west coast of the island, and that is where my husband's family lives. It's kind of like 2 hours away from us, so we pack a little bag with sleeping clothes. When we go there, we stay at my mother-in-law's house, and that is where my husband like was a baby and everything. So when I go to the house, it's just really, really nice. There's like no phone service, so you're literally in the mountains, and to me, that's just like the most relaxing thing, to just get away from everything. And the beaches there are so beautiful. I actually uploaded a reel not too long ago, just kind of with some clips of it. If you guys want to check it out, go follow me on Instagram, where I put a little bit more of my personal life and my stories, and I still share fragrance content on there as well. So I took this one with me. I actually took all of my travel sizes with me because I wanted to see like what mood I was in, which one I was going to try out. And when I sprayed this one, this is halfway gone, and I didn't even realize that. It's literally up to right here. This is so gorgeous. I need to go find the notes so that I can read them. I don't even know. I know that this has got to be one of the most beautiful coconut fragrances that I've ever tried. It's just, there's nothing about it that I would change. All right, so their description of this fragrance is fresh. The scent type is fresh solar, and the keynotes are coconut, frangipani, and vanilla. And here is the description that they gave. This irresistibly delicious perfume is a dreamy vacation in a bottle with enticing notes of coconut water, frangipani, fresh citrus, crisp sea salt, and gourmand vanilla, infused with sustainably sourced jasmine from Egypt and upcycled rose. This is just beautiful. There's nothing else to say about it. If you love coconut type of fragrances, I am a coconut lover. I love coconut. Whenever I see coconut in fragrances, I get excited. But there are certain types of coconut that just kind of rub me the wrong way, especially when they have like that synthetic type of coconut smell. It has to be done right. But I'm not super picky about it either. Like, there are some synthetic coconut scents that smell amazing. But this one, I feel like it's so fresh, especially in summertime. Like when you get out of the shower and it's like you just took a shower, but it's already hot outside, so you feel hot again. This type of fragrance, so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Everything is blended perfectly. It's like a coconut water. I get like a citrus in here, but it's not too sharp. Yeah, there's fresh citrus in here. They don't say what citrus, but I definitely get it, and it's a fresh citrus. It's not sharp. It's not overpowering to me. It's not taking over the fragrance. It's just there to make the coconut more like breezy and more fresh and more just beautiful. Like, it's just refreshing. And also the salt in here smelled amazing on me, because if you are new here, salt on my skin is like a big no-no. It will turn kind of like almost, I don't even know how to describe it. It just doesn't work on my skin. But this one, it's just beautiful. It was so beautiful. I'm actually, yeah, I'm gonna need a full bottle of this. I think I'm gonna pick it up for the Sephora sale that's coming up. I need this. I get the vanilla, so it's super like comforting and cozy, but at the same time it's fresh and fun and airy. It's just the perfect combination of vanilla and coconut without it being too much like what you smell everywhere else. It's unique because of the citrus in here, the salt notes, and the florals. I love it. This is probably going to be one of my favorite fragrances this spring and summer. And with that use, I literally have like one more. So this is definitely gonna be a full size purchase for me. Coconut Sun, wow, I'm obsessed. And the longevity on this one, when I slept with it, of course it's not the longest because it's like a fresh scent, but it was still on my clothes. So it does last on your clothes for a long time. Next up, we are going to talk about another summer type of scent. They're all coming out, like spring and summer scents are just dropping like crazy. So this one is by Fleur, and this is Solar Power. So this one I am not that impressed with. I don't know if Fleur is for me, just because on my skin, I feel like it disappears. I don't know if this happens to anyone else, but like this fragrance on me did not last not even an hour, unfortunately. And I'm not going to say that it's going to be like that for everyone. So I'm not going to give it a bad review because of that, because in the past I have judged fragrances because they disappear on me, and other people say that it lasts super long on them. So I don't want to do that to the fragrance. But I'm going to look up the main accords for this one. The Coconut Sun that I just sprayed on me is like, I have a scent bubble around me. It's so good. All right, so let's get into the main accords of Solar Power. The main accords are citrus, white floral, salty, aldehydic, marine, and the top notes are blood mandarin, jasmine, and bergamot. Middle notes are neroli and orange blossom, and the base notes are solar notes, sea salt, driftwood, and musk. So the first thing I thought of when I sprayed this fragrance on my skin was Tom Ford Soleil Blanc, but Tom Ford Soleil Blanc without the cardamom, without the pistachio, just the buttery sunscreen feeling with like white florals in there. That's what I got with this one. And I do pick up a lot of the neroli in this one as well. So neroli to me just smells like very fresh and clean. It's a nice one, but I don't know if it's just my nose is not picking it up. It's just not strong enough. I feel like it's almost like a body mist. The scent is really, really nice. Like if Soleil Blanc kind of bothers you because of the cardamom, because it could get a little spicy, not everyone picks that up. But for those of you who do, if you want something that's a little bit more smooth and creamy, white floral, and this one doesn't have coconut. So this one's more of like a, I don't know why I smell like it could kind of have coconut in there, but I guess not. This one is nice, but it's just not nice enough for me to get a full size, I don't think. And it kind of reminds me of a lot of things that I already have. So I wouldn't get a full size of this one, but it is a beautiful scent. It smells really, really good. There's nothing wrong with the way it smells. It's like a summery, citrusy, warm feeling. It's just like perfect for spring and summer. I would kind of lean more towards summer with this one because it really just puts me in like that vibe of like summer vacation, the beach, hot weather. I think I'm getting sick. I feel it. My throat has been like hurting since I woke up this morning. Ugh, I feel so crappy today. All right, so my first impressions of Solar Power are just that it doesn't last on me. So it's not long lasting. It's not strong on me. But the scent that I get is actually really beautiful. So there's nothing wrong with the scent itself. Just the longevity is not really doing it for me. Now, if you do like this fragrance, I will say you have to run to Bath & Body Works to pick up the Uplifting Boost line. I've been talking a lot about that one ever since I got it because it's just perfect for all of these fragrances that are coming out like for summertime with coconut and ylang ylang and neroli and just frangipani. All of those notes kind of make up like the same vibe. So you don't have to go out and get every single fragrance that's going to come out because they're going to be similar. They're going to have their different little things, but they're using a lot of the same notes because those notes are used a lot in summertime. So this one just reminds me of things that I have in my collection, but I would definitely say to try a travel size to see how it lasts on your skin and how it stays on your skin if it creates like a scent bubble. So I'm going to keep wearing this one. If you guys want like an update, let me know. If I had to rate Solar Power, I would have to give it like a 7 out of 10 just because of the longevity on me. If I had to rate Coconut Sun, this is a 10 out of 10 for me. I love this. Love that one. And next up, this fragrance is not new, but I picked it up because I was so harsh with it last year. I didn't even give it a break. Like, I tried it one day and I was so disappointed because it did not last on me. It's not lasting super long on me now, but I did spray it like almost 3 hours ago and I could still smell it a little bit. So it's a little better this time around. And this one is the Valentino Born in Roma Coral Fantasy. This is beautiful. I said it from the first time that I smelled it. It's such a beautiful scent. I was just so mad at the longevity with this one, but this is such a pretty scent for spring and summer. So I'm hoping that it will work for me because it's really pretty. It's spring and summer vibes, but then it has like this sexy vibe to it as well. So it smells very, just like a very sexy woman that smells tropical, pretty much. All right, so the main accords for Born in Roma Coral Fantasy are musky, fruity, citrus, tropical, sweet, white floral, rose, powdery, and fresh. The top notes are kiwi and Brazilian orange. That's what I love about this one, is that kiwi note, because that's not really in a lot of fragrances. Then the middle notes are Indian jasmine, ambrette, which I love, rose, white musk, and Texas cedar. So I don't pick up a lot of jasmine in this one at all. If anything, to me, this one, the kiwi is like, it just makes it kind of like exotic. Yeah, it's like a very exotic fragrance. Something that you can definitely wear if you're going to an island, like if you're going to Puerto Rico, Jamaica, Hawaii. I would so bring this with me. The orange mixes in with the kiwi and it just gives you like this fruit bowl type of scent, and it's so juicy and just beautiful and very different from anything in that you might have in your collection. So the only thing that I don't like about this fragrance is the longevity, but this is the type of fragrance that I will go to town spraying with this one. Like, I will spray my clothes, I will spray my skin, I will spray myself again, and before I leave the house I'll probably spray myself again, because it's not, to me, it's not long lasting, and that's what really bothered me about this one. But the smell, it's just, I really like these tropical fragrances, especially because I am going to be spending like my last summer here. So I wanted to make it a little special. I want to have memories. So I did pick up a few scents just to kind of create those memories. And this one, I'm going to go through this. I know it. And I might want a full-size bottle, but I have to see if the longevity gets a little better. Sometimes when you get fragrances at the beginning, they smell kind of watered down. I'm not sure why that happens. But with time, they end up getting thicker. You could pick up more of the notes in it. So I'm just gonna see if that happens with this one. But it's such a beautiful fragrance. It's sexy, it's like warm, it's inviting, it's tropical, it's exotic. This one's really nice. So with this one, I would also suggest to try it out first, get a travel size, see how the longevity is on you. And if I had to rate this one, I would give this one a 9 out of 10 because I love the scent itself. Actually, like an 8.5 out of 10. If only it lasted longer. But maybe I can't even blame the fragrance because I did have people commenting on my review that it lasted hours and hours for them. So maybe it's just a me thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna overspray the crap out of this one. And then now I'm just going to give you guys a quick update on Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato. As you can see, we are almost done with this travel size. I took this one with me as well on that little trip that I went on, and I wore this one the entire day that we went. So I applied it in the morning, and then I did put it on again just to kind of like see what was going on with it. I just feel like this isn't for me. I don't know. It is such a confusing fragrance. I commented on someone's video. I don't remember whose video I was watching or who I said this to, but I did say the award for the most polarizing fragrance of 2023 so far has to be this one, because there's just so many different opinions. Everyone's getting something different. The first spray of this for me was magical, and it was a gourmand because I wasn't picking up the florals. I was not picking up anything other than the creamy notes, the pistachio, the cotton candy. It was the sweetest, most yummy. Like, yum was the perfect description for what I got the first day that I tried it. But then that was the only time that I got that. Every other spray that I've done after that first spray, I get all of those notes that I just described. All of the yumminess, the creaminess, everything is there. But then there's this baby powder, baby wipe, potpourri type of scent thrown in there. So then it turns into like a clean, powdery, yummy pistachio dessert scent. So I feel like there's too much going on for me to enjoy it, because I'm getting these really nice yummy notes, but then that powdery floral vibes that it has in there just aren't really my favorite. So it's not a bad scent. I had it on all day and I was fine with it, but it's not a fragrance that I kept like saying, oh my God, I smell so good. Like, it just wasn't doing that for me. And it does last longer on my clothes than it did on my skin. So on my clothes, when I took my clothes off that day, I couldn't smell the fragrance on my clothes, and it did have the same effect on my clothes, which was more of like a clean leaning scent. I don't know if to like save this little bit that I have for like when it's a little bit cooler outside, because maybe those notes won't jump out as much and maybe I could pick up more of the gourmand notes in here. But right now at the moment, it's just not what I thought it was going to be. So that brings me to the end of today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below if you have tried any of these fragrances and how you feel about them, if you're loving them, if you're not liking them, the performance on them. Share it all with us so that this video can be even more helpful and we can have as many opinions as possible. So thank you so much for being here with me today. Comment down below, give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you guys in my next video.